Hey guys, it's Christy and it's Friday, so I am here today for a money and abundance law of attraction card reading. I hope everyone's doing well today. I have the incense going. I have our clear quartz crystal. And I have our manifestation candle lit and ready to go. So today I will be drawing cards from the Money and the Law of Attraction deck, the Law of Attraction deck, and then at the end I'm going to draw a card for us from the Mindfulness and Self-Care deck. I feel like that'll be a good deck to round out this reading. So we're going to wait and see what the universe has to tell us. I might draw, an extra card from the Money deck just to get further messaging, depending on what I draw. So I'm excited about this reading, as I am all of them. I hope you guys are enjoying the videos. I keep putting out more and more content, and as a small creator, it is very exciting to get some views and have people subscribe to the channel. So I appreciate your interest, and I hope that you will follow some of these practices that we talk about and receive the advice from the universe in a way that will help enhance your lives. So let's see, what have you got for us, universe? Thank you for presiding over our reading. Okay, man, that jumped right out when I said thank you. Okay, well, I don't have to draw extra cards because I was given a couple of cards here. Okay, so the first message is, in my appreciation, I allow myself to receive wonderful things. I don't think I've ever drawn this card before. I've been drawing a lot of cards lately that I have never drawn before. So I love that. So in my appreciation, so expressing appreciation and gratitude, write it down. I really highly recommend. Yes, it's great to think about the things that we appreciate and that we have gratitude for. I love thinking about those things. It gives me an energy that, that vibrates at a frequency that I want, because that will bring in things for me if I do it regularly. But I find that writing these things down in a list form or even a paragraph form gives you resources for when you're not feeling so great. You could go back to this list, go back to this paragraph you wrote, and remember not only the words and the things that you were appreciating at that time, but you can get that feeling back. And that's what we want to do, is vibrate as much as we can at an appreciation level. Gratitude is what brings things to us, because when we are saying thank you, that is meaning that we just received something. And when you are talking and feeling as if you have already received things, that's when you really see them coming into your life. Okay, so the message on this card is, the best way to accomplish an improved environment is to focus upon the best things about where you currently are until you flood your own vibrational patterns of thought with appreciation. And in that changed vibration, you can then allow the new and improved conditions and circumstances to come into your experience. Wow, that's a great way to expand on what I was just saying. I love how it says the best way to accomplish an improved environment is to focus upon the best things about where you currently are. Because I just had, I think in our general reading this week, I had the message of love where you are right now. Love where you are right now. Just saying those words makes me love where I am right now even more, because it brings to my mind a sense of ease. Like, if I'm not liking where I am right now, that's fight, that's stress, But when you think about loving where you are right now, it gives you a sense of relief and ease, and then you can allow. I love the feeling of allowing. Allowing is easy, it's free, it's just divine. It's a flow of energy into you and through you like no other. And if you could get into that allowing space, you can love where you are right now. Okay, so look for good things about where you are And in your state of appreciation, you lift all self-imposed limitations, and all limitations are self-imposed, and free yourself for the receiving of wonderful things. That again expands on what I was just describing about that feeling of allowing. When you can get into, so what I do is I start by thinking about ease. And you could start out, because you may not be in the best frame of mind when you start this. So you're thinking about where you are, and then you think, wouldn't it be nice if it was just a little easier? And you start to feel what that relief would be to you, how it would feel to just have a little relief. Just things can be easier. I know they can, because they've been easier before. And then just talk your way into feeling that ease. Then what are you going to feel? You're going to feel appreciation and gratitude. You're like, oh, you just eased out of the struggle, the strife, and right into a sense of gratitude and appreciation. And then that leads you into a feeling of allowing. And that is, for me, the most ideal place to be. As you can tell, I keep going on about it. So the second message, oh my gosh, is appreciation and gratitude are different vibrational states. Okay, so this is going to get specific about the gratitude we've been talking about. Because the first card is about, in my appreciation, I allow myself to receive wonderful things. And now it's going to clarify. Appreciation and gratitude are different vibrational states. When you feel gratitude, often you are looking at a difficulty that you have overcome, but there is still some of the struggle vibration present. Okay, well, that's a good distinction. So I think it's saying that we should feel appreciation more than gratitude. The state of appreciation is seeing whatever you are looking at through the eyes of Source. Okay, that brings the definition a little bit more specific. You could walk down a crowded street with all kinds of things that a lot of other people would find reason to criticize or worry about, and you would not have access to them because your vibration of appreciation is picking out for you things of a different vibrational nature. Okay, so that's important. I think we are learning something here. So rather than gravitating toward gratitude, gravitating into the appreciation state is going to be a more powerful way to bring to us what we desire. And like it's saying, when you're in a state of vibrational appreciation, you won't even notice things around you that other people are seeing, that are bad or out of vibration with what you want. They won't be there for you because you're in a different vibrational state. And as the law of attraction states, like unto itself is drawn. So let's see what our next message is, because we got 4 cards. A whole chunk of them came out. This is from the Money and the Law of Attraction deck. Okay, shortages of time or money are perceptual. I have talked about and learned a lot about this shortage consciousness and how detrimental it can be to manifesting what you desire. If you are feeling a shortage of time or money, your best effort would be to focus upon better feeling thoughts and do more things that make you feel good. I love this because it draws us again toward what we enjoy in life. Go out in the side yard and make some mud pies. Get the hose out like when you were a kid and make mud and jump around in it, make some mud pies. Or go slide down a slide, swing on a swing. Things that'll bring you childlike joy. And because doing those things, you cannot feel bad and do those things at the same time. Seriously. So your time is a perceptual thing. And even though the clock is ticking the same for everyone, your alignment affects your perception as well as the results that you allow. I can attest to this because every time I am in a very high vibrational state, it's like time doesn't exist in those moments. It's only when I'm feeling under some kind of pressure, that I notice time. So getting into those higher vibrational states might have the same effect for you. It might affect how you're perceiving time and money. As you observe the enormous differences in the effort that people apply and the results they achieve, you have to conclude that there is more to the equation of achieving than action alone. That is so true, because I think you will notice that, people who have more time and money are people who live in a higher vibrational state in some way. And so we can learn from those around us, and we can mentor those around us as we grow. All of us are expanding, and when we can love ourselves enough to allow into our lives the things that we desire, we are teaching those around us that they can have what they want. And I love, love, love that. That is a co-creative experience that is unlike any other. And I think we should all acknowledge and pay attention to. Okay, because I have people around me that I would consider mentors that I'm looking up to. What are they doing that they're, feeling so good so much of the time? What are they doing that they're getting the things that they want? Well, isn't it nice then to turn around and learn from them and then teach those who are looking to you? So, just a little bit of my own advice. So our final card from the money deck is, whenever I am feeling good, I am attracting good. Yes, that all these other cards are leading us to here. When you think a thought of upliftment or abundance or well-being, you are filled with a feeling of positive emotion. To me, that's the goal, feeling that positivity. Because that's, like I said, what gets you into that state of allowing. You may trust the way that you feel as the indicator as to which side of this subject, which is really two subjects, you are on. Whether it is the subject of money or lack of it, or health or lack of it, or a relationship or lack of one. Always when you feel good, you are in the place of attracting that which you are wanting. Okay, so that is motivation right there, to feel good as much as you possibly can, because that means you are on the side of wanting what you desire and believing that you can have it, instead of observing and believing in the lack of it. So let's get into those positive emotions as much as possible. Do those fun little things that make you feel joy, or creative endeavors, or getting out in nature. Okay. My goodness, we are getting a lot of cards today. We just got 2 from the Law of Attraction deck to expand on what we've already been talking about. And maybe it'll go right in line with the things that we've been saying. Okay, this is great. This does tie directly in. I attract the essence of whatever pleases me. This is where we want to be. When you go into your creative workshop, you can begin to assimilate the data that represents your preferences. And as you assimilate the data, you will prepare a picture of self from which you will begin attracting into your experience the essence of all that has been pleasing you. So when you get into that creative mode, you are putting yourself in alignment with what you desire. And you're discovering, for me, I think that being in a creative mode, doing things that bring out your creativity, help you focus in so much on what you're doing that you cannot be out of alignment when you are in that creative space. And that is where you will learn more and more detail about what you desire in life. So get into that creative space as much as possible is what this is telling us, because we can attract the essence of whatever pleases us. And if our focus is on what pleases us, guess what's going to come to us? So, okay, this is a challenge the universe is giving us, and I have never gotten this card before either. I always get so excited when I get these cards I have never received before. Every morning for 30 days, I will intentionally intend. So this is the challenge. For the next 30 days, intentionally intend. Let's see what they mean by that. If every morning for the next 30 days you begin your day by saying, I intend to see, I expect to see, no matter who I am with, no matter where I am, no matter what I am doing, I intend to see that which I want to see. You will change the momentum of your life experience. Please take this challenge. I'm going to do this challenge for the next 30 days. Do it with me. And put in the comments what it is that you intend in the mornings. And every morning, intentionally intend, just for 30 days. That's a short commitment. So let's do this. I want to take on this challenge that the universe has given us. After all the advice, I feel like if you intentionally intend specifically around money and abundance, see what happens. Since that's the subject that we're on right now, that's the direction we should take that practice. Every morning, intentionally intend specifically about money and abundance. What do you want to see when it comes to money and abundance in your life? And intend for that to be your experience. I'm excited for this challenge. I'm going to do it myself. And so now I'm going to draw a card from the Mindfulness and Self-Care deck and see what the universe has to tell us as far as something that we can do, a practice, or just a thought to give ourselves more mindful self-care. Oh, I love this messaging today. The abundance within this message is so fantastic because it is just giving us guidance in such a clear way as to how we can bring in more money and abundance. So please do these practices and take this 30-day challenge with me. I want to hear about some of the intentions that everyone intends when it comes to money and abundance. I'll have to comment some of mine when I think of them. All right, universe, what's the last card you have for us? Thank you so much for such a wonderful message today. We appreciate the guidance, the love, and as always, I want to express the importance of self-love. Because when you feel worthy, you will receive the things that you desire because you will believe that you should have them. What do you have for us? Mindfulness and self-care. Mindfulness and self-care. I hope you guys will hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and find value in these videos. That would be what really inspires me. I love doing these videos. I love receiving messages in this way from the universe. And seeing the abundance that comes in when I take the advice. So I hope it's the same for you, and I would love to hear about any experiences that you've had with small practices in your life making big changes or big shifts. Because a lot of times it's just about shifting our perspective on things. Because like the one card said, our limitations are self-imposed. So we can unlimit ourselves, so to speak. All right. Maybe patience. Oh, there it is. I was going to say maybe patience is the message here. Okay, our message is meditation is less about knowing what to do and more about knowing what not to do. I have never gotten this card either. I love this. Meditation is less about knowing what to do and more about knowing what not to do. And that probably speaks to not vibrating at a lower frequency, not allowing our negative thoughts to become beliefs, or not discovering what our beliefs are to begin with. So it's more about knowing what not to do. We want to know what not to do so that in our lives we can bring more and more abundance in, more money in, and more of the things that we desire. So I hope you guys will take on this 30-day challenge, and I hope you'll comment, about what your intentions are, and I will think of what I want to intend when it comes to money and abundance for my 30 days, and I'll put it in the comments. So I hope you guys enjoyed this message, and I will see you Monday for a general law of attraction card reading. Cheers, guys.